It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up next.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Gray now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. From the gun, it's Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
2nd and 8. He's got Bellinger. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And you also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go. just as they did right there.
A second down run by Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Javon Holland there to make the stop. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on third down.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Ball at the 33 for first down. It's Pacheco again. This is ahead for about 5. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Man in motion here. First down throw, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. Second and 6 coming up here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown! Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Tracy once more. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start with 2nd and 6. This time it's a passing play. Able to hit Robinson, complete. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They send a man in motion. A give to Tracy up the middle. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. Looking. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. From the left hash, this is from 47. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to. His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Right back to Pacheco. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Motioning one of the tight ends. Mahomes on 1st and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Another throw for Mahomes. Completed over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Again, Mahomes to throw. This one finds Kelsey. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Second and 6 coming up here. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs looking for a score before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Mahomes now. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now here comes the New York offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. To throw it on first down. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. He's going to throw this one. for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis and practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And this one's kicked up towards the clouds. Wow! And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. No return on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Hauled in by Rice. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw, Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Up and good from Blankenship. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Ready to send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
First and 10 from the 41. To the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3 now. From the 48. On the move, past the 40. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Micah McFadden able to make the play. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back to throw Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Throwing now on first down. He finds Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They'll throw on first. He fires one deep down the left sideline. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Giants start the second half with some needed points. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds his man, Rice. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Gray. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Rice, the motion man right. Jukes out a one stop. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
One of the tight ends motioning left. From the 28. This one finds Kelsey. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Another throw for Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Second and 3 now. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try to run with Pacheco. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. kicker on now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants offense all set to get started. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This finds Bellinger. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
From the 32. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a short gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, Mahomes to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs make it a 24-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking for a throw here. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
First and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call. Here's a throw. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. How about 19 yards on fourth down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He completes it in traffic. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Second and 3 now. Pass play coming here. Getting out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on third down. Back now, pressure on its way. He brings it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. They're throwing it. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a 2-point attempt coming up. They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Gano ready to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And this one doesn't go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.